What's up, y'all? 7-minute full body mobility flow, emphasis on mobilizing the hamstrings. Let's do it. We're gonna start with some opening and closing of the spine. First looking up to the ceiling and then looking down and tucking the chin. And let the eyes drive this movement. You'll be surprised at how much the spine follows your gaze. Keep the knees straight in order to isolate the spine. Work on opening and closing a little bit more with each rep. Now, if it feels good for you, you can clasp the hands behind you and in front of you to facilitate more shoulder blade movement. Excellent work. We're gonna move directly into the good morning hamstring floss. Hinge the torso down with the knees bent. Straighten the knees for a moment. Return to the start. This is an excellent way to break into that straight knee position, which is key to mastering the hamstrings mobility. When we straighten the knee, we put the calves and the hamstrings on full stretch, as well as other structures like nerves and fascia. This is why it can feel quite intense, but over time, that whole backside will become more flexible. Of course, your goal is to start working the torso lower and lower, while maintaining a nice arch through the lower back. It can be really beneficial to look at your reflection in a mirror, to track where you are and to keep yourself honest. All right, good work, y'all. We're gonna move directly into 90-90 hip switches. Seated on the ground, one leg in front, one leg behind, using hand support to rotate from side to side. If I could only do one movement for my hip mobility, it would be this one. You get internal and external rotation, which is crucial for healthy hips. And because we're moving in and out of these positions, it's very transferable to real life situations. Watch any toddler and young kids, they're so comfy in these positions, but the chairs stiffen up our adult hips. Gradually work towards less hand assistance, making the hips work in these deep ranges of motion. The more control you have, the more resistance to stiffness and injury. Awesome work, y'all. This next movement I call crab squats. We use a crab position to push us into a deep squat and then rotate to the other hand back into crab. This is kind of a fun movement-oriented way to work our deep squat and our crab position. If you have stiff hips, ankles, you can still find a way to get into that squat position, and over time, you become a bit more comfortable there. Now that we're feeling warmed up, we can extend the hips into the full crab. We get that awesome shoulder extension stretch, really beneficial for opening up the front of the shoulder. Now, right about here, you can start to reverse your circle and move in the opposite direction. This one's meant to be fun. Enjoy it. All right, back to the hamstrings. Single leg good morning, keeping the knee as straight as we can. While the back leg supports, our first target is reaching the hand to the knee with a flat back. If you're on the stiffer, stubborn hamstring side, then this is an awesome goal. You're gonna start really breaking into that calf and hamstring connection behind the knee. Now for those that are ready, we can start to go towards that mid shin. For me, mid shin gets me to about a 90-degree hip angle, and ultimately that's the goal. And of course, you can take it even deeper if that feels good for you. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. Remember, the first target is the knee. When that feels good, you can start to go to mid shin. Hope those hamstrings are feeling good. This next one, I'm gonna show something a little tricky and a little weird at you, but it's great for the spine. Keeping our shoulders level, we're gonna move our chest from side to side. So we're not side bending yet, we're moving the shoulders on top of the hips. This is a dancer quality that teaches a high control of the spine. Now we're gonna add in side bending on top of it. After you shift, move that same side shoulder towards the hip. The opposite side of the torso opens up and gets a big stretch. Our torso mobility, like the obliques and QL muscles, is often neglected. We work out up and down, we sit, these muscles never go on to stretch. As we work for the next 30 seconds, see if you can start to reach your arms, creating more side bend and more stretch. It's amazing how just a minute of this can make your whole body feel more loose. And this makes sense. The torso muscles influence how the hips and shoulders move, making it not a bad one to do daily. Our last movement, bear to downward dog. Load the hips back, straighten the knees, raise the hips. See how your downward dog is feeling right now. Bend the knees, push the shoulders forward over the hands, and then rock back. This time, in the downward dog, we're gonna add a calf raise in. Focus on controlling the heels all the way down to the ground. Calves are a huge limiter in our downward facing dog position. By activating them and then controlling the stretch, we start to open up that backside. And now we're able to access the hamstrings even more over time. Let's see if we can get a little bit deeper with each rep. I truly believe in the power of doing quick mobility and movement flows daily. You can do so much good for your body and your spirit in under 10 minutes. If you enjoy this, I welcome you to a free trial of our Follow Along membership. You'll find hundreds of these feel-good follow-along flows. First link in description, as always.